We made it to the couch. Okay? God, please.
Good.
Okay? Cool, this
You know,
cool?
somebody just told me recently, and I hate it because I've heard this before.
What?
Only a few times. And when the other times I heard that, I looked at people like they was cross-eyed. Well, I look cross-eyed at them.
What?
I should be a comedian. I said, no,
I'm
I should
cracking
not.
up.
I said, no, I should not. I said, that is not my forte. I said, I am not funny. I said, I know some people might call me funny, but I'm not funny on that level. I cannot sit down and write out no joke. That is not something I'm able to do. I said, I respect the comedic craft. I love me a good cracker.
Yeah.
Okay, I said, I love me a good comedian. That's one of my favorite things to do.
I get what you mean, because it's definitely levels to that shit.
It's
And
craftsmanship to that. And
yeah.
I'm like, I believe I'm a creative person, absolutely. I'm like, but when it comes to that, I'm like, I may be able to do other things, you know, surrounding entertainment. I'm like, I definitely can. I'm like, but that, I'm like, no.
Yeah. Like a comedy sketch, like a skit, maybe. I could see that, maybe something like that,
yeah.
But a stand-up comedian.
That's a stand-up comedian, absolutely.
Yeah, that's another.
Like a little TV skit, little show, little series, little movie, absolutely. I said, but no, no. Y'all want somebody, unless y'all want somebody ghostwriting my stuff.
I'm crying.
And I don't feel like you can ghostwrite comedy. It don't come off.
It gotta come from you.
Yeah.
It gotta come from you.
You can ghostwrite, so absolutely not. No, that's not for me. Shout out to the comics though, and the ones I love, all my little top five. I love them.
All of them.
Well, welcome back, y'all. We are here.
Did you? Oh, never mind. Sorry, my intrusive thoughts again, y'all. Y'all know me. If y'all not new, y'all know what the hell just happened. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, ask me after the intro.
All right.
We is here. I see you was young, you was smart, you was important. Welcome back to another episode of CHRISSIE. I am the controversial one, CHRISSIE.
And I am the authentic one, Anna.
And together we are...
To each his own.
Now, what was intrusive thought number one for this episode?
I was thinking, when you was talking about being a comedian in comedy, I had a thought because recently I watched Cat Williams' new stand-up, I watched Samora's new stand-up, and I started to watch Nate Jackson. So,
Jackson.
Oh, he's funny as shit. I beg to differ. His stand-up was actually funnier than, and I'm only watched the first 10 minutes. I was tired.
Nate Jackson, the brown skin boy, right? That played the Big Mama's House. Am I thinking about the right person?
No, you're not. No. Yeah, you probably don't even know who he is for real.
Okay,
if you thought that was him. Yeah, that's not him. Is that right?
Sorry, Nate. I'm in the bind, Nate.
You get on my nerves. Anyway, but yeah, I was just seeing if you seen a new Cat Williams joint, but that's all right.
I did. I breezed through it, but I have to watch it again because I didn't watch it to the point where I can remember anything.
Right, and from what I do remember, I don't want to say I breezed. I feel like it got funny as it went on, not the beginning part. Me personally, yeah, probably something like that. That's all. Not real crazy. Yeah. But what we doing? What y'all been up to? We sorry we skipped a week, y'all. Yo, shit has really been happening. And if y'all haven't noticed, the world is in shambles right now. So, just let us gather ourselves while y'all gather yourselves. And let's gather here together on this fine couch on this Sunday. Thank you.
I just want the right people to gather in the right place.
So we can get... Christine.
I tried so good. Come on. Let's go into the what's going on before my intrusive thoughts start coming up. I said I wasn't going to do it. Please don't do it. If one of us goes in, then we all go through it.
Okay.
I said I wasn't going to do it. Okay, so what's this? New music?
Yes, hot takes. I just think that these probably gonna be the two. I don't know if y'all got something to add to the list. I don't know. I think this is definitely gonna be the two songs of the summer that's gonna be fucking snapping. Because I don't know. Yes, Juvie and remix, Juvie and Meg. That shit goes, and it's crazy. When I first heard the song, I said it was a Megan song. That's the crazy part.
Yes,
that's the crazy part. I'm like, she was don't put nobody else on it.
Yeah,
just leave it like that.
When I was like, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it don't need nobody else.
Both Juvie and T.I. let them know it gives that classic
2000
vibe. Like I felt like I was listening to T.I.'s first album when I heard the the shoulder lean.
Yes.
I said, where's somebody call Young Drew?
Yes. Drew, okay. I'm cleaning it, bitch. Okay. Now I'm finna shoulder lean.
Okay. Somebody dog yelling, growing.
I ain't seen him in a minute.
Move on the phone for the music video.
Yes, I think
both songs are a absolute vibe. I definitely think they're gonna bang the rest of the year, like you said. If they do, I think you know what I feel like. I feel like a few songs over the last few years, a few summer songs specifically over the last few years, did not get the credit that they deserve, specifically because the culture has changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of songs, you know, hit when you outside vibing,
Yep.
when you in the streets, you know, when you riding down the streets, the songs that you hear constantly bumping and blasting through the systems, and I don't feel like we get a whole lot of that anymore. It's so many different vibes that are sporadic when it comes to being outside and things like that. So,
yeah.
I think I hope these songs get their justice, but I do think that these songs are going to fall into that category of not being able to bang where and how they should, just because the
climate right now, the social climate,
right. The climate is so strong, and the culture has kind of shifted a little bit right now. So, but they are there.
Yeah. I hear them. Yeah, I feel like everybody like that's in like our age group and like our type of that, you know, we hear it, you know.
Even if I'm not in the space to hear it, you know, I
still jam out.
Gonna be right. My space is gonna be my car, you know, my living room, you know, my shower room. I'm gonna get my jig. Okay, no matter what. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
In other news, what else is going on in the streets?
Hello. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so you have this incident, Karen versus little Miss Keshia. I could have never been more so proud of this little girl.
She had to let him know.
She let him know, baby. Let him know. So we just gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
briefly, but there was an instance where a 13-year-old girl,
young black girl,
was physically attacked by a Karen, and assault charges are currently pending after the Karen's son voiced domestic terrorist threats, and because he threatened to BLOW
her head off.
Okay. During the altercation, this is in what appears to be a park.
Yeah, they in a park.
Yeah, they're in a community park doing the altercation. The video is being recorded. It starts at them already going back and forth. Karen tells little Keshia to shut the faith up, okay? And then after cursing at her multiple times, and then she proceeds to step up into her personal space. Mind you, Keshia is sitting on the bench. She's sitting on the table, the top of the table, the wooden tables with the benches connected. She's sitting on the tabletop part with her feet on the bench part. Karen is standing up. Karen proceeds to step toward Keshia. Yes, we just going to use names. Karen proceeds to step towards Keshia. Then Keshia stands up and jumps up off the bench. Who you talking to? Who face you jumping? At that point, she's like, okay, now I'm going to call my mom. Keshia proceeds to put her hands. She grabs her. Because now that Keshia is yelling, now Karen feels threatened. So she grabs her. Keshia yells multiple times, get off of me. You can see the woman on her, and she's yelling multiple times, get off of me. Immediately, as the little girl gets her mom on the phone and telling her, Mom, I'm at the park, and this woman just put her hands on me. Mind you, she didn't say hit me. She specifically said this woman just put her hands on me immediately. No, that's not what happened. She told me to shut the F up. Exactly what happened. No, I never said that. Immediately goes into classic Karen. Now, I'm going to say, if this was my child, God forbid this was my child.
Did you see her mom, though?
Anybody else?
Did you see her mom?
Mom was ready.
Mom looked like she benched 350. Mom is literally a gym rat, bodybuilder.
And Keshia a little tiny little thing.
Little petite little thing.
So you ain't expect
Mom to pull up and be like, oh
first
shit.
Cousin of the grocery store.
But like the fit version.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But
super
up,
fit.
Strong arms.
Oh.
You feel me? personally, I wouldn't have had no problem with my daughter teeing off until I got there. That's just me, okay? In a situation like that, okay? In a situation like that, I wouldn't have been mad at her.
Yeah, because don't touch my child. Just like when she said, like, she wasn't disrespectful, she wasn't cursing, but she tried to flip it, like when she was telling her the story about what her son was saying to her, and she was mad because the little girl was right. She was like, your son is 8 years old making threats. He told me he was gonna BLOW my fucking head off. She was like, he can't talk to people like that. But when she stepped up to her, she's like, all right, you in my, like, she's like, why are you? She's like, who are you talking to? And the lady started getting loud. This one, she was like, no. And then that's when little Keshia got up and was like, no, who the fuck are you talking to? I'm like, I know that's right, because my thing was, if she would have did anything to her, she's sitting down on top of the table and her little girlfriend just sitting there recording.
There's like 5 or 6 other women out there with her.
Yeah.
This little girl out here by herself.
Yeah. With one other little girl who was recording the whole time. But she was scared. You could tell because she backed all the way up.
You can see you can tell the distance in the video. Like she ain't want no
smoke. But she did say, I'm gonna keep recording.
I'm
gonna keep recording. She's like, so what? I'm gonna keep recording. And I was like, well, good for you. But you should have been over there.
I did that. Because if blows would have started to swing, baby.
Yeah.
I need the rest of this recording gonna have to be staying nothing but shuffles. Okay?
That's somebody's child.
I would have not been mad at my daughter for throwing bows until I got there.
Yeah.
You should have called me a little bit earlier and socked at her. I'm on my way.
That's why you don't get no kids.
That's why.
But see, it be situations like that.
Same thing. Socked at her. I'm on my way. That's what my guy don't call me in certain instances now. Okay.
Jesus Lord. You leave her home. Leave her.
Call me to the sleeve.
You leave her. You leave her. You don't call her.
You leave her. On the emergency list, my niece will call me though so quick.
Lord.
If I heard call me afterwards, did you win?
Come on, Chrissy. Yeah, but that situation was crazy.
I'm not about violence. Don't think when I say that. You know, I'm saying that in all jokes, of course, but in reality, I'm not about inciting violence. But the way that I was raised was if somebody hit you, you hit them back. Okay, my grandma always told me, don't you come in this house telling me that somebody put their hands on you when you didn't do nothing back to defend yourself.
Yeah, because
then I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, because every 13-year-old ain't built like her. Some 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds is built like grown women. And I done seen a 14-year-old woman beat a damn near 30-year-old woman.
For sure.
I done seen it.
Sure.
So it's just like at the end of the day, like I understand when people have that mindset, because it's like if you grown and you're putting your hands on a child, if you hit her and too hard, something could happen. I want her to be able to like protect herself. Like no, raise up to at least get you up off of her, and be able to get to a place where you're not touching her. Like what you mean?
This young girl who was recording who didn't want no smoke. She didn't feel like she was in a position where she would have been able to defend herself if something went left. So the best thing that I can do is record it.
True. That's another way to look at it.
I totally understood
why she recorded. Yeah. Should have propped that phone up.
Yeah, and these are kids. They're 13, like you said.
Yes.
I was a mature 13-year-old, but every 13-year-old is not that mature.
And don't got it all neither. And some of them be out here on straight BS.
And you listen.
And will dog walk you just for even asking them something.
Like, you lucky Keshia wasn't a little convenient and ain't just hauled off on you first. Just because you said something to her. And hauled off on your child because they said something to her. Not caring how old that little boy was.
No,
for real.
Take Jacob home.
Hello? But I mean, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I personally don't. I'm on mom and Keshia's side. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wouldn't have been mad at little Kiki. If little Kiki would have done a little he before I pulled up. You know?
That's the Chicago punch. So, girl, oh my goodness. Speaking of he, I just got to laugh out of this. I thought that this was funny. The only reason I was like, we need to laugh at something. I was like, y'all is some fools. That's why that's another thing. So apparently down in Old City at Dirty Frank's, they banned.
So those of you who don't know what Old City is, downtown Philadelphia.
Yes. Place to party. So it's like the inner city, like where the city really first began.
It's where the bourgeoisie and the ghetto meet up.
No, for real. So there's this bar called Dirty Frank's, and apparently, it's a lot. This is a college town, a university town. So of course you're gonna have people trying to get into the bars and stuff. Well, somebody took it upon themselves to get a fake ID made, but the catch was Why was it a picture of Benjamin Franklin on there?
Ben Franklin on this ID. And mind you, it was the newer ID too. You know, you got the ID, the real ID. It was
and
the
it
real
scanned.
ID, and it actually scanned. It had all of
It actually
somebody,
scanned.
I don't know if it had their information or somebody else's information, and that said a legal age of 21. And it was a picture of Ben Franklin. I mean, the same one that's on the money, like
The same one off the $20 bill, just cheesing. Talking about
the whole side profile. Oh, when I tell you, I giggled so hard when I saw Benny on there.
It's like, you're organ donor.
Benny, please, right? He said he was an organ. Benny, I don't want them old ass organs.
I hate you.
Them old ass organs, Benty.
Yeah.
And listen, the bartenders was pissed. Due to this, they had changed a rule to only allow ages 25 and up into their bar. I feel like because the ID scheme, changing the age don't really make a difference. But I'm down with only allowing 25 up into the bar. I don't want to be nowhere with the young ones. You go somewhere, you think you only gonna be in there with the old age being with your age. You go in there and there's so many YNs, and I'm like, no shade to the YNs. Y'all just don't pray like we do. The vibe is just different. You know what I'm saying? So we out together in the same crowds. It's just not something that I enjoy personally. So I'm not mad at it. Shoot, make it 30 and nothing.
No, for real, honestly. I'm like,
Shade.
the reason why she probably did it like that is just to get rid of that, like, college crowd. So
I get that. I'm not mad at it.
She don't want to be liable.
Right. It's just funny that came up recently because I was just talking to my mom recently again how I'm like, man, God Lord knows. I had an ID until I was 21. I'm like, that thing rode me out all the way.
All the way. I mean.
21.
Yes.
You hear me?
It sure did.
It expired until 21. By the time that turned 21, I was 21.
Dang.
So it was all good. And I didn't have a fake ID. It
Nope.
just wasn't mine.
It just wasn't mine. Yep.
And God forbid, thank God the person looked like me because of who it was.
Oh, yeah, they didn't look nothing like you.
No, sure didn't. I will never forget coming from Delaware.
Yeah, yup. Shout out Tanya, you my girl.
Delaware.
Shout out Tanya.
Shout out to she must not be named on my side.
Oh, you're so ignorant. Anyway.
No, we don't love them hoes. Anyway, last on the what's on one?
Yes.
Love. This is actually funny. I want to play this, yours. I really want to play this. So everybody knows black people, not even just black people, but specifically black people, we go off at the Lion King intro. Nobody ever knows what we're really saying, though, right? I know me. I be trying to catch the lyrics and they're like, so like if we think about it, they're like, that's what I said, right?
I'm sorry, that's just my part.
That's what I said.
They be killing that joint.
I never knew what they said, right? But somebody got the scoop. So let me see. We can get this one. Africa, who this is?
The comedian, what's his face?
I'm like, what's his name? I was trying to pull it up.
I'm not sure what his name is.
Akbar.
Baja. Yeah. And the Godfrey, the boy Godfrey.
Yeah, Akbar Java, Baja, and Godfrey the comedian. Right. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Y'all know I don't know how to say some names like that. They got the scoop on the real lyrics. So check this out. If I can get it. Sorry, it wasn't coming up at first.
I can do it. Sing it like. You were way off.
Ingonyama.
Look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
This shit. That's when first of all, he said, yeah, I ain't never heard that Z part, okay? I never heard the Z in none of the lyrics when I say it. So I was a little close, but I was half wrong. Okay, I'm gonna just say that. The fact that translates into look, it's a lion, Oh my God.
I think we taking it a little bit too literal because there are arguments in the comments, which I really was.
We always do that.
Which
That's
I
as
made.
Americans, that's what we do.
Which I really deduced it to be because it's always like that. Just like they say non-bread when really it's just the word non means bread. So you don't need to say bread. You don't need to say bread twice. You just say non. That's it. But America always do that dumb shit. We be like, we have a lot of chai tea. Yup, it's TT. You really saying TT. We miss. America is the land of misnomers.
So I don't drink no chai because I ain't know that.
I'm cracking up, but look, behold our king, because the same word they use for lion is the same word they use for king, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But that's what the premise of the movie. They say that if you pay attention to the
movie,
they explain it.
Yup.
In the movie.
In the movie, yup. Mm-hmm. Yup.
Simba, remember. Shout out to James Earl Jones. R.I.P. to Uncle James.
That was my man.
Oh my God, I cried so bad when he died. Okay, before I cry some more. I think that is so funny. So you learn something new every day.
Every single
I
day.
feel like learning something like new about like my old favorites, whether it's a movie, a TV show. I like that. I think that is so funny.
Me too.
Look, oh my God, it's a lion. I hate that I say it in that accent. I'm so sorry.
Please don't cook her too bad. Please. I can't.
I just recognized that. You know what? Let's go on to the boss of the week. Please.
Boss of the week.
Now that we have done the what's going on, who is the boss?
We got a mobile mechanic this week. Mobile Fix-A-Flat. So, shout out to Mobile Fix-A-Flat. The Instagram is, all right, let me see. Add it up again, _ Mobile Fix-A-Flat. Everything is spelled the way it is supposed to be spelled. 24/7 mobile roadside assistance. They do tire rescues, oil changes, lockouts, batteries, jumps. They'll come to you. All you got to do is call or DM. Again, that is add it up again, _ Mobile Fix-A-Flat. Shout out to y'all. Saving people's lives and time.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I got my live sheet. Listen, I'm putting mine on the boss of the week next. Because that movie mechanic that came to me, though. I remember I told you. Listen, these mobile mechanics is out here saving lives.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
You hear me? It ain't nothing wrong with it. As long as they certified, they know what they doing. They're not going to tell you nothing wrong. Listen, to each his own, okay? But save my life.
Listen, okay?
I enjoyed me. I was sitting back here doing work and me. Email.
I can't with you.
Right outside. Boom, 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 boom. Boy, need me? Want a little water, a little tea? Need a little something? You all right? All right now.
I can't with you.
I enjoyed it, okay? I probably never go back to a mechanic. You probably never catch me at the shop again as long as moving mechanics is out there. Unless I got to go up on the lift. Yeah, unless I got to go up on the lift.
Yeah.
I ain't listen.
That's the
I am.
only time.
That's
Yeah,
the only time.
right.
Otherwise, I'm calling somebody.
If you can come to me, that's cool. Okay? I've done that before too. I've done that before too. Yeah. It's
Once
listen.
again, shout out to Add It Up again. Okay? I'm just saying. I love being a movie mechanic. I am in love. Do you hear me? I love, especially as a woman, you don't be feeling like all of that going up into no shop and do. I don't be feeling like that. I'm too dainty for that. Go ahead, fix my stuff out here.
Oh, honey, they put me. I be in the car on the lift.
That too. But I don't be feeling like that. Sometimes
I
it be
do.
making me feel cramped. I'm like, it feels different when you up on the lift in your car, like, cause you can't do nothing. Like,
You can't.
I just
You gotta
wanna
stay there.
Jump out sometimes. Like, that
I just be in there.
I do too, but I just be wanting to jump out sometimes because I don't be wanting to stand outside or be too tired.
Take me through that. Take me through that.
I be feeling like I be just ready to fly this motherfucker.
You get tempted to go lean with it, rock with it. Stay your behind up
Start
there.
that motherfucker in the air, you know.
Yup.
I'm ready to start that joint in the air, see if I turn into a Jetson or something, you know.
Girl, tear the shop up. Why don't you?
Tear it up, I don't know. Okay? I would listen. I would be a daredevil up there on that lift, okay? Alright, so we gonna try to get into the topic of this week. I am just tempted because you have this on here as hit 'em up style. All right now.
Huh?
Anna, do you see it?
Why didn't I see this before we turned the camera on? I'm sorry. No, I'm not being. Anyway, but yeah, I see. I'm ready. I'm sorry. No, you're gonna laugh. But anyway, yes. Hey, ladies. So don't laugh at her, Dom, please.
You said, come on, don't laugh at me. I didn't say nothing.
So All right, so I was, y'all know I be on the socials or whatever, but I saw this like funny conversation. I just had to get the tea. I needed to know more. So I was scrolling, right? And shout out to He Uppity, because your thread was popping, sir. But anyway, so let me just tell you all what happened, right? So this is what he posted. He said, so a bridal party booked my Airbnb in ATO last week. The bride sent me a message saying the wedding was canceled and she didn't even want her money back. But if I wanted to open the remaining days up, I could. I gave her money for the nights she didn't use, and she told me she left all of the gifts there for me to have or donate along with all of the liquor. The cleaning lady said it's a bunch of nice stuff and FaceTime me. The gifts are nice, but I want to know what the hell happened.
Wait, is this a wedding?
This is someone who booked his Airbnb for a wedding.
His Airbnb, okay, that's right. You just said that. I was just, but it was so much information that was in
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I
sorry.
That part that fast.
Yeah, so she basically canceled everything, told him to keep the money, keep all the gifts.
I was trying to remember who he was.
Oh, yeah.
Airbnb host, got it.
Yep, Airbnb host. So right. So he said, okay, so it's getting more interesting. So a photographer has DM'd me and they think we are talking about the same couple because it just so happened that the photographer also posted too, because what did she do? She told them to keep their money too, right? So they like, oh shit, like, are we talking about the same person? So far they don't know either. They was like, they'll have the venue and more details shortly if indeed this is the same couple. So at first they didn't know, but then they confirmed it. So he came back. He was like, "Yep, me and the photographer are dealing with the same couple." She sent a similar message to the photographer and told her that there wasn't going to be a wedding, apologizing for cancellation, and the photographer said she woke up to a pending deposit for the remaining amount that would have been paid in full for the service.
Okay.
Here is why I love black people. The photographer said she took that money you refunded and paid me. This is really all unfolding. So pretty much the host gave her the money back because nobody's staying here. He gave her money back. She took that money and paid the photographer with it. So so everybody put it together. So then the florist has entered the chat.
Yeah. So every service provider for this wedding has now entered the chat. So first we got the Airbnb host. Then we have the photographer. Now we have the florist entering the chat. Okay, what did Miss Florist say?
At this point, they just went ahead and decided to go ahead, let's get this group chat popping.
Did anybody find out what happened?
We're about to get to that part because it gets even more interesting. So, nobody knows what happened still, because they was like, listen, once they're vetting people that's saying that they're dealing with the same people. So once they're like confirming, they're adding them to the group chat, like all the service providers that she put for the wedding, right? So nobody knows what happened still, but the florist says she got her $10,000. So she suggested that in the chat, once we all figure out what is going on, we should collectively reach out to the woman and do something nice for her, given that she's been probably having an awful time. So then the bridesmaids enter the chat. It's getting crazy. Bridemaid reached out to the florist.
The tea come in because I know they knew what happened.
The bridemaid was the one who actually reached out to the florist, who then reached out to him, and that's how the group chat actually got started. So then, okay, the guy's like, I feel bad about saying something because I did not think that this was going to go viral, but we want to know what happened. But they're saying that she's livid about the situation. So then I'm scrolling. I gotta keep scrolling. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read everything. So. Apparently, the woman is a business owner, and she wanted to make sure every vendor got paid because of that. And then she was saying that she told the caterer to donate all the food, paid them their balance too. So they're trying to figure out, okay, so what? So they're waiting on what happened. They're waiting on they just been waiting for permission to share it.
And that's respectable though, because you know that with this last minute cancellation, nobody can do anything with all of this stuff. Like the food was already made, like, so what else can we do but donate it or throw it away? I mean, the photographer, but the florist, when you put together those floral arrangements, those are very, very unique. They can't just put those flowers, back. So I totally respect her as a businesswoman for still paying the balance to those, even with the Airbnb host, because things were already there and set up and time was spent and all that.
She done donated all the food from the caterer.
Yeah, that's what although she didn't stay the entire time. Like, I totally respect it. I'm sorry though. Go ahead, continue.
She never went. That's the thing.
Right, but yeah, it was still this. That's I'm like, I totally respect. I mean, between the Airbnb host and the photographer, y'all didn't really.
The florist got 10 racks out the deal.
But I'm like, yeah, but the florist, caterer, like, yeah, that stuff they can't return time or anything.
Exactly. So it's like, all right, donate it. I'm gonna give you your money. You already.
Yeah.
I know you've been prepping for this days and weeks in advance prior.
And with the Airbnb host and the photographer, I totally get still paying them. It's like I ain't gonna pay. Some people will not pay others. I'm gonna just still pay everybody. Especially if you had it too. It's just like I'm not mad at it.
So before I tell y'all, because I can't scroll down that far, this thread is long.
Right.
I just want to add two important things.
Mm-hmm.
7 vendors total found each other on social media. They all in the group chat. Yes, they all decided that because they feel like she's probably having the most horrible time of her life, that it would be beneficial for them to just go ahead and give her all her money back. They all decided to give her money back, right? Even down to the florist. Gave her all 10 racks back. And they said, if you want to know what happened, they said the bride received some information. Her situation is basically what Bernadine went through. He didn't tell her, though. Plus the lyrics of track number 10 on Mary J. Blige's CD, Mary. Woo!
What's track 10 on Mary?
Woo!
Let me look.
Is it girlfriend? She wasn't disrespectful. In fact, is that the same? Is that song? Because I think it is. I think it is. I could be wrong. But
we all know what Bernadine went through with Waiting to Exhale, though.
Right.
I told y'all many, many times on this couch, that's one of my favorite movies of all the time. And but number 10 on Mary J. Blige, hold on. Mary album, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Track list, hold on. Come on, phone. Don't act stupid on me now. Oh my gosh. My phone's been acting crazy lately.
Where is the album? Is she? Did they mean break? There we go. Mary. Yup. I knew it. Your child. She said it's your child.
Yes, you did.
And it really messed me up. Yo, that's my song, yo. But I had a feeling when I seen that, I was like, so can I ask you a question?
All right, so hold on.
What?
Quick recap.
I just want to say, social media really be bringing niggas together.
It really do. That's all I'm about to say. Quick recap. So we had
7 vendors.
Seven vendors.
Plus the bridesmaids.
We had 7 vendors and a set of bridesmaids for a wedding that was suddenly canceled. It sounds like definitely within the week of. It almost sounds like the day of or day before. But 7 vendors. She mentioned the Airbnb host, the photographer, the florist,
the caterer.
So if it was 7 others, who knows?
Makeup, hair.
Probably make hair.
Wedding planner. That's probably it right there. That's probably makeup, hair, and wedding planner.
Bridesmaids. And bottom line, to give us a synopsis of the tragedy that brought this almost wedding, to a halt was a combination of Mary J. Blige, your child, and Bernadine from Waiting to Exhale. Now that's a lot to put together, okay? Because it's given that it's given bigamy, whole nother family, and you know what's crazy? Guess what I was binge watching recently?
What?
Who the blank that I married? This sound like one of them. I'm glad she didn't get down that aisle. Because she would have been on there next.
But it's just so crazy that, and I know there has to be more to the story. I wish I'd have had time to read all the rest of it.
I mean, this is a TV series at this point.
No, for real.
But because there's so many intricate details that are involved. Because again, you have so many. Everybody has a story. I mean, clearly the one universal story across the board is that she called everybody who's providing service and said that the wedding was canceled, but that she was still going to continue to pay them the full price, in which she did. We don't know if they got any additional details from her outside of that, in addition to the bridesmaids entering the chat. Like, and depending on who these bridesmaids are, we don't know how much of the tea they had. It could have been some of the potential future husbands. Family members could have been on the bridesmaid.
Can I just
team,
add something?
Can
I just add something? I think she related to us. This bitch don't went on the honeymoon anyway by herself.
I would have too. Have you got money still paying?
Don't come on, no, for sure. No, for real.
If you call off this wedding,
I'm still going on the honeymoon.
Who's still not going?
Yeah.
Because she still probably, that's probably already still paid off too. Who's still not going on this trip?
What? I'm gonna cry behind us.
Please. Okay. She gonna cry in the car. I'm gonna cry on the beach.
This us listening to Mary.
I'm just married.
Just married.
Okay.
Somebody gonna say, not me, just watching the Waiting to Exhale last night, and they're yelling at the screen at Bernadine.
732. The number of times we made love. Okay?
Oh,
she
my
said, this
goodness.
motherfucker is psychotic. I know serial killers less anal. Okay? He's definitely, first of all, and we overused this word a few years ago, but he definitely pulled a narcissist move. That's a classic narcissist move.
Yes.
And I'm glad that she was
Secret
able to catch
babies
it
are
and get
not
the information before, like I said, before she went down the aisle. I love that for her. Sis, when you let the truth story be all these people up, if you got that much money to give away, you can do it. Friend.
She probably can write a book on that one
Where
situation.
have you been, friend?
You have to tell us how it's
For real. That definitely is book worthy.
He uppity, you funny as hell, because it was the whole, when you summed up everything, my thing about that was, it's going to take a woman over 35 plus, like, to gather what's going on here. But people was trying to shade him and say, oh, you did all that to say. But he was just trying to be gracious about putting her information on. He is more so embarrassed. It wasn't, and he didn't. He was like, they really respected the situation, and that just goes to show you never know who following you, because it's like, what's the fucking odds of the bridesmaids reaching out to the floor and finding out, and then they finding his thread, and then them niggas in the group chat, and then we got 7 vendors. That's crazy.
And
that is crazy.
How fast social media moves.
Right, and that also shows you how.
I mean, because clearly they were all within the same city because they were all servicing the same person's wedding, but. That goes to show you how fast it moved. Like, if they didn't all meet each other prior to this,
right?
And they were all still dealing with her during their wedding.
And it was like rants, like she, like just random. But you want to know? There's a bigger picture here. That says something about how business is done in America, period. Because it's like they were all so fucking geeked up that she gave them their money. That never happens to anybody. So it was just like. They probably almost felt inclined to be like, I can't take this from you. Like, I need this good karma to come back to me in another way. Take your money and your peace, honey. We don't want you to be out of no money. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, but what if she was swiping his card the whole time?
I was thinking about that was the first thing I was thinking about.
I'd have asked her, like,
as she was reading, that's what I was thinking about. Like, she probably swiped it away because it's probably all his money. And I wouldn't be mad if it was. And I'm glad that even more bad. I'd be happy if they gave it back to me. Give it back to me in cash, please. In cash, thank you. I take Keshia check, please, thank you.
I got shit to do.
Don't listen, do not put it back on the same card.
Okay? Don't you dare.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm not there getting.
If the flowers was 10 racks.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a sleeping with niggas on a vacation type of chick, but that trip, I probably would have got a little something off.
Okay.
You're right. Fuck it, we both.
That's you. Talking about do. No, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I wouldn't even be mad. Yeah, I wouldn't even be mad at that because it's like
that. Bernadine and Stella's the same person.
Literally.
Shout out to Angela.
Angela. I remember Lawrence Fishburne, all creepy. Angela, with that long ass Morpheus coat on, pissing me off, looking like the Matrix in real life.
But I mean, all in all, this story is
was
definitely
crazy.
A low-key tragedy.
No, real rap.
I would definitely love to know the details. If she decides to do a story time on TikTok or Threads or Live or whatever, I am definitely down to watch. Did you just discover something else?
Chrissy, I'm sorry. I'm not looking at nothing else on this thread, but this is the last thing I gotta add. She showed up to the Airbnb with the baby, y'all.
Oh my God.
That's how she found out. I had to know. It was killing me inside. I'm like, how did she find out though? If he didn't tell her, all like a secret child, like for real. Like here, like not in utero. Here. I thought she was just pregnant.
He was lying to both of them. That sounds like the woman with the baby just recently found out he was about to get married. And found out all of the information and all of that. And she showed up. He was lying. That's why I'm like, I said it's giving like bigamy type thing. Like, he's a low down dirty dog, classic dirty dog story. But he really thought that he was. I mean, and to be honest with you, and part of this is our responsibility because as women, men only get away with as much
what we
as
allow them to.
You know, and again, I'm glad up until this point, I'm glad it didn't get to the point where they actually walked down the aisle. I'm glad she was able to catch it, and I'm glad that neither one of them were willing to continue to be lied to once one found out the other information. Like, I'm glad that once you found out he was getting married, you ain't just let this go through, because he probably was telling her they was getting married. She probably never knew about this fiance or whatever the case may be. And Miss Fiance, I'm glad that you didn't just go through and get married with him and just rock this out because you love him so much. I'm glad you ain't just let that slide. So yeah, shout out to the both of y'all.
Right, and the proof, you ain't got to look far for the proof. The proof showed up to your doorstep, literally.
Don't take your foot up off his neck, okay?
There it is.
Don't take it off.
There it is.
Don't take it off. Put the baby foot on his neck too.
And sir, shame on you.
Yeah, he's a classic dirty dog.
And all in all, my most important message about this topic as we wrap it up is I am just happy that a woman exhibited class in a situation where she could have crashed completely the fuck out. Because I ain't going to hold you. I feel like sis is a way more mature woman than
she did crash out. Her crash out was popping up at the wedding.
Yeah, she did. Well, at the Airbnb.
To crash the wedding. The wedding. Yeah,
that was coming up.
Yeah.
I'm like, did she purposely wait or did she just literally find out?
That's what
that part I want to know.
Right.
Because don't wait. But you could have been said something.
Either way, that's what I'm saying. That was her crash out.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
That was her version of.
And I hope you tore that island up on their honeymoon. Thank you. Hope she left her mark.
Just don't come home with no babies.
Yeah, that's it.
No
right.
STDs.
All right.
All right, let's wrap this up with the reality check for this week. Let me go.
Boom. Guess who stepped up in the room?
I still need Mary up. Make sure I click on the right thing.
Press down. Shake it together, run it over. And with good measure, give and I will give back to you. Sorry.
I don't know if I clicked on the right thing. What's in this reality check, Anna?
Oh, shit. Hold on. Excuse me. Hold on. Yeah. I don't know this one. Oh, shoot. I moved that other one down and put this on. I don't think I want to do that, though. I'm going to do the other one. So what you... Yeah, that's going... It's all right. So... In life... we take on new tasks all the time, right? So, you know how people talk about, like, for instance, we were having a conversation about, like, being, like different timelines and stuff like that. You know, your mindset, whatever. Anyway, do you think that you can do anything that you put your mind to?
Most things, yeah.
Most things? So do you think that it would be fair to say that, you know, you can't say something is hard or you can't do something? Should you start using the language like something is familiar versus unfamiliar? Do you think that's a better way to say that?
I mean, you could use either one.
Familiar and unfamiliar. I think that's a good. I do think that's a good. What's it called? Because I do think that you can do anything you put your mind to, for real. Because when I saw this video, because I don't think it's necessary to play it. It reminded me of when we had to put ourselves in the editorial seat early on when we were trying to figure out who was going to edit for us, and it was like, okay, yeah, this is. We said initially this shit is hard, and it is. Editing is not easy. It's not. It just isn't, and it took us some time to learn it. But it's more so, is it hard because it's hard because we don't know what we starting from zero ground. It's something that's unfamiliar.
I think what makes something hard is for the most part, is the amount of time it dedicates to actually learning.
Gotcha. Gaining an understanding and feeling.
So it's easier, especially if it's something that's not essential to you, or for something that you can pay somebody else to do, or whatever the case may be. It's just easier to say, okay, that's too hard for me. But I get it. What you say, language is more so what we're talking about here, as far as speaking things into existence. Because words do have power. So saying something, so changing your language about something, is a healthy approach. Is a healthy way to change your approach about things as a whole across the board. So yeah, if you change your language about something, it's not going to be as hard if you're not using the language of this is hard versus this is not as familiar to me, because it'll trigger you to
like psych yourself out, like you can't really do
Right.
it. You get
So
so caught up on all this work you got to do to become familiar with it, rather than just diving in and fully immersing yourself in what it is that you want to do.
Using that different language would allow you to potentially explore it, to familiarize yourself with it, versus just giving it up when you say, "Oh, this is too hard."
Right.
So language is definitely a big thing, and I'm trying to get. I'm glad that
Me too.
Because I'm trying to get better at that and using my language differently. I'm very intentional about that these days, specifically because language also plays a part on your emotions, and then your emotions plays a part on how you'll handle something, and so on and so forth. And it's just a domino effect, and a lot of things do start with what you say. Like, you can think something, but once you say it out loud, it goes into a whole different territory. So yeah.
Yep. I agree, and that's something that I was definitely about to say. That I'm like, that's why it stuck out to me, because I'm like, I'm trying to be more intentional about my language in addition to writing things down, because I feel like the two are very powerful. Like even if you're writing like the same thing, but each time it gets something like more detailed, like you're adding things to it until you fully have the picture of what it is that you want in front of you.
I got a sticky note for those things. I'm like, I have a sticky note queen.
Yes. So like, that's something that I'm just trying to work on within myself. Like, I'm like personal development. We trying to get better. So yeah, tell me about how y'all feel about that. Let us know how y'all feel in the comments. We missed y'all. I know I did. Oh
Are
God.
you ready for me to say this?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't, but I'm not gonna language. I'm not gonna say I didn't. I'm not gonna say I did.
I missed y'all. Thanks for coming here.
Thanks for coming, though. I enjoy talking to y'all. I do. You say I do.
Please pay her no mind. Thank
Bye.
you.
Come back next week.
Bye.